On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Paleontology.
The study of fossils and the history of life on Earth.
Examples:
Vertebrate paleontology. Paleontology museum. My interest in paleontology research began when I visited a natural history museum and saw a display of fossils from the Jurassic period.
Gear.
A toothed wheel that engages another toothed mechanism to change the speed or direction of transmitted motion, a set of tools, equipment, or other items for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Sports gear. A gear change lever. She checked her gear before embarking on the hike.
Dinosaur.
A large extinct reptile, often with an armored back, long neck, tail, and bony plates on the skin.
Examples:
Hulking dinosaur. Dinosaur fossil. The discovery of a new dinosaur species made headlines in the scientific community.
Costume.
A set of clothes worn by an actor in a play or film or by a person representing a particular character or occupation.
Examples:
Costume party. Costume change. She wore a beautiful costume for the play.
Display.
To exhibit or show something to others, often to attract attention or demonstrate its features, properties, or value.
Examples:
Display merchandise. Display artwork. We need to display our products in an attractive way to attract customers.
Gawk.
To stare in a rude, awkward, or uncomplimentary way, to gape or stare open-mouthed at something.
Examples:
Gawk at the scenery. Gawk in disbelief. The tourists couldn't help but gawk at the magnificent architecture of the old cathedral.
Relevance.
The state or degree of being closely connected or appropriate to the matter at hand.
Examples:
Have no relevance. Relevance category. The relevance of this information to the current situation needs to be investigated.
Bait.
A type of food or lure used to attract fish, animals, or people, something used to provoke or irritate someone into responding or reacting in a certain way.
Examples:
Bait and switch. Fishing bait. The bait brought the fish into the trap.
Monster.
An imaginary creature that is large and has various human and animal parts, someone or something large and powerful.
Examples:
Horde of monsters. Monster film. This car has a monster engine.
Ancestor.
A person from whom one is descended, a forefather.
Examples:
Ancestor language. Earliest human ancestor. My remote ancestor immigrated to the United States from Ireland in the 1800s.
Alien.
A person who comes from a different country, race, or group, a form of life assumed to exist outside the Earth or its atmosphere.
Examples:
Alien fungi. Resident aliens. Alien species have drastically altered the ecosystem in this area.
Involve.
To include or affect someone or something as a necessary part of something else.
Examples:
Involve a lot of paperwork. Involve a high degree of risk. The investigation involves several government agencies and is expected to take several months.
Fundamental.
Forming an essential base or core from which everything else develops or is affected.
Examples:
Fundamental education. Fundamental rights. Human behavior has fundamental characteristics.
Broad.
Very wide, general.
Examples:
Attract broad attention. A broad mind. He accumulated wealth across a broad spectrum of assets.
Definition.
A concise explanation of the meaning of a word, phrase, or symbol.
Examples:
A precise definition. The definition of a word. Parallel lines are, by definition, lines on the same plane that never cross.
Percentage.
The number, amount, or rate of something, which is usually the amount per hundred.
Examples:
The percentage of the gold content. A high percentage. What is the percentage of the consumption tax in the United States?
Incredible.
Unbelievable, extremely large.
Examples:
Incredible amount. At incredible speed. Her response revealed incredible idiocy.
Diversity.
The quality or fact of many different types of things or people being included in something, a range of different things or people.
Examples:
The diversity policy of the university. Lingual diversity. He was impressed by the range and diversity of the collection.
Ancient.
Relating to the long ago, particularly the historical period preceding the fall of the Western Roman Empire, very old.
Examples:
Pre-Christian ancient. Ancient stories. They have been living near water since ancient times.
Accurate.
Correct and exact in all details.
Examples:
Provide accurate information. Accurate measurements. The official transcript contains accurate academic records.
Meme.
A cultural idea, value, or pattern of behavior that is passed from one generation to another by imitation rather than genetic means, as an internet meme, an image, a video, a piece of text, etc., that is remixed, copied, and circulated in a shared cultural experience online.
Examples:
Pronounce meme. Religious meme. This cute dog's photo spread around the world as an internet meme.
Gateway.
An entrance, door, or other openings that lead to a larger space, particularly one that serves as an entry point or access point to a larger area or system, a route, means, or method used to gain access to or acquire something.
Examples:
Gateway drug. Airport gateway. The gateway to the city was a beautiful archway made of stone.
Fossil.
Any preserved remains, impression, or trace of any once living thing that has become hard and turned into rock.
Examples:
Burning of fossil fuels. A fossil leaf. It was the fossil of a dinosaur tooth.
Genetic.
Of or relating to genes, equals parts of the DNA in cells, or the science of genes.
Examples:
Have genetic testing. A genetic disorder. Understanding protein folding is a vital step in deciphering the genetic code.
Protein.
A molecule made up of a long chain of amino acids, which is essential for the structure and function of the body's tissues.
Examples:
Stress protein. Protein synthesis. The body needs a certain amount of protein to build and repair tissues.
Wreck.
A ship that has sunk or has been destroyed, a vehicle that has been badly damaged in an accident.
Examples:
The house was a wreck. A worthless wreck. The divers accidentally discovered a wreck on the ocean floor.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Infect.
To affect a person, an animal, or a plant with a disease-causing organism.
Examples:
Infect other animal species. Infect a computer with a virus. Children often infect parents with this head cold.
Bacteria.
Single-celled or non-cellular spherical or spiral or rod-shaped organisms that exist in large numbers in the air, water, and soil, and also in living and dead creatures and plants, and are often a cause of disease.
Examples:
Pathogenic bacteria. Harmless bacteria. Bacteria prevalent in hospitals are often resistant to antibiotics.
Sunshine.
The direct light and heat that comes from the sun.
Examples:
Warm sunshine. Morning sunshine. The sunshine was so bright that I had to wear sunglasses to protect my eyes.
Oxygen.
The chemical element with the symbol O that is present in air and water and is necessary for people, animals, and plants to live.
Examples:
The hydrogen binds the oxygen. Lack of oxygen. The passenger grabbed for the oxygen mask.
Carbon.
A chemical element that can be found in pure form as diamond or graphite, and it is also an essential part of coal and oil and is found in all plants and animals.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide. Carbon emission. Trees absorb carbon dioxide and give off oxygen.
Destroy.
To ruin or damage severely or completely, to eradicate or eliminate completely.
Examples:
Destroy the ecosystem. Destroyed evidence. The building was destroyed in the fire and had to be rebuilt.
Microbe.
A tiny living thing that can only be seen with a microscope and that may cause disease.
Examples:
Pathogenic microbe. Microbe sterilizer. Microbes thrive on the surface of the human skin.
Rust.
A reddish-brown coating or corrosion layer that forms on iron or steel as a result of exposure to moisture and oxygen, the process of corrosion on metal caused by oxidation.
Examples:
Rust-proofing. Rusty metal. The old car was covered in rust and needed extensive repair work.
Consume.
To spend something, especially fuel, energy, or time, in a large amount.
Examples:
Consume a large of alcohol. Consume electricity. A smaller car will consume less fuel.
Precursor.
A person or thing that comes before another of the same kind and that contributes to or influences its growth.
Examples:
Precursor cell. Precursor to serotonin. Sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides are the primary precursors of acid rain.
Climate.
The weather in a particular location averaged over some long period.
Examples:
A cold climate. Effects of climate change. Climate and weather have an impact on every part of our lifestyles.
Shock.
A strong feeling or physical reaction to a sudden and unexpected event or experience, especially something unpleasant.
Examples:
Death from shock. Shock resistant. He got an electric shock at work.
Glacier.
A slowly moving mass of ice formed from snow on mountains or near the North Pole or the South Pole.
Examples:
Glacier retreat. Glaciers moved tardily. The glaciers of the Ice Age have shaped fjord.
Multicellular.
Characterized by the presence of multiple or many cells, as opposed to unicellular, having only one cell.
Examples:
Multicellular tissues. Multicellular life. Multicellular organisms are composed of many specialized cells working together.
Geometric.
Relating to or having the characteristics of geometry, equals the shape, properties, and relations of points, lines, surfaces, solids.
Examples:
A geometric proof. Geometric pattern. The geometric shapes and patterns in the artwork are visually stunning.
Colony.
A country or an area that is governed by a more powerful country that is often far away.
Examples:
Plant a colony. A colony of bacteria. The colony declared its independence and became a republic.
Replace.
To take the place of something.
Examples:
Replace one word with another. Replace a phone. Eventually, the new design will replace all older models.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples:
Modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Explosion.
A violent release induced by a chemical or nuclear reaction.
Examples:
A lot of explosions. Site of the explosion. A broken gas pipe triggered the explosion.
Lobster.
A marine crustacean with a hard, often brightly colored shell, a pair of large pincers, and a tail used for swimming.
Examples:
Lobster dinner. Fresh lobster. The restaurant served a delicious lobster, steamed to perfection.
Relative.
Considered and evaluated through comparison with something else.
Examples:
A remote relative. Relative factors. Most countries prohibit sexual activity between certain close relatives.
Capture.
To catch a person or an animal and confine them in an area which they cannot escape.
Examples:
Capture a glimpse. Capture customers' hearts. I was able to capture the moment on film.
Grasping.
Eager in acquiring or wanting to acquire more wealth, property, or power than is necessary.
Examples:
Grasping landlord. Grasping disposition. He was criticized for his grasping attitude, always looking for ways to make more money.
Armored.
Protected by armor or reinforced with metal plates or other heavy materials.
Examples:
Armored vehicle. Armored suit. The armored tank could withstand the enemy's attacks without any damage.
Wriggle.
To twist and turn with quick, writhing motions, to move in a twisting or contorting manner.
Examples:
Wriggle free. Wriggle in surprise. The child started to wriggle out of their seatbelt during the long car ride.
Clam.
A marine mollusk that burrows and lives on sand or mud. The shell closes with vice-like firmness.
Examples:
Giant clam. Shuck a clam. The clam digs through the sand to a significant depth.
Worm.
A long, thin creature with a soft and long cylindrical tube-like body, no limbs, and a lack of eyes.
Examples:
Wiggly worms. Can of worms. Worms help dispose of the food waste produced by humans.
Crawl.
To move forward slowly, as people or animals with their bodies near the ground.
Examples:
Crawl across the floor. Crawl away from a car. Along the gravel roads, sizable yellow school buses crawl.
Seafloor.
The bottom of the ocean.
Examples:
Seafloor exploration. Seafloor mapping. The oceanographer studied the seafloor topography to understand how it had changed over time.
Ecosystem.
All the plants and living creatures in an area and the way they affect each other and the environment.
Examples:
Marine ecosystem. Change the ecosystem. Human conservation efforts often fail unexpectedly because they disturb the balance of the ecosystem.
Tadpole.
The aquatic larval stage of a frog or toad, characterized by a long tail and gills for breathing underwater.
Examples:
Tadpole stage. Tadpole development. I saw a tadpole swimming in the pond during my morning walk.
Flit.
To move quickly and lightly from place to place, often without purpose or direction. To flutter or dart quickly, like a bird or insect.
Examples:
Flit away into the darkness. Flit from place to place. The butterfly would flit from flower to flower, collecting nectar.
Coastline.
The particular shape of the coast equals the shore of a sea or ocean, as seen from the sea.
Examples:
coastline erosion, deeply indented coastline. The new resort was built along the coastline, offering stunning ocean views from every room.
Eel.
A type of elongated, snake-like fish that lives in freshwater or saltwater and has a slimy, scaleless body and no pelvic fins.
Examples:
glass eel, electric eel. The fisherman caught a slippery eel while out on the lake.
Gnash.
To grind or strike one's teeth together in anger, frustration, or pain.
Examples:
gnash your teeth in frustration, gnash in anger. The toddler began to gnash his teeth when his mother took the toy away.
Cone.
A geometric shape that tapers to a point at one end and has a circular base at the other end.
Examples:
traffic cone, ice cream cone. Cone-shaped cells in the eye's retina are responsible for color vision and visual acuity.
Coral.
A rock-like substance created in the sea by groupings of specific types of small animals, commonly used in jewelry.
Examples:
coral island, coral ornament. She is wearing a coral necklace.
Reef.
A long chain or range of rocks or sand near the ocean's surface.
Examples:
barrier reef, coral reefs. The vessel ran aground on a reef.
Dodge.
To move quickly and suddenly to avoid something, to evade or sidestep.
Examples:
dodge a blow, dodge a question. She had to dodge the oncoming traffic to cross the busy street safely.
Kraken.
A legendary sea monster of enormous size and strength, typically described as having multiple arms or tentacles.
Examples:
Kraken mythology, giant kraken. The legendary kraken was said to have the ability to sink ships.
Scorpion.
A small creature similar to an insect with a segmented body, a pair of pincers, and a long, thin tail that ends in a venomous sting.
Examples:
Scorpion fish, poisonous scorpion. The scorpion's venom can be lethal to humans.
Fungus.
A type of organism that includes yeasts, molds, and mushrooms, which are heterotrophic, meaning they do not produce their food and must consume organic matter to survive.
Examples:
fungus infection, symbiotic fungus. Certain types of fungus can be toxic to humans, causing severe illness if ingested.
Mass.
A large amount of a substance with no definite shape or form, a large number of people or things grouped or crowded together.
Examples:
A mass of molten rock. Critical mass. The mass of people who do not own property is politically impotent.
Extinction.
The complete disappearance of a species from the earth.
Examples:
Extinction prevention. Brink of extinction. The extinction of the dinosaurs is thought to have been caused by an asteroid impact.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Jaw.
Either of the two bones at the bottom of the face that moves when you open your mouth. Verb, talk socially without exchanging too much information.
Examples:
Snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. Jaw muscle. He dropped his jaw at the unexpected sight.
Invade.
To enter aggressively into another's territory by military force for conquest and occupation.
Examples:
Invade other tissues. Invade his privacy. I have no intention to invade your privacy.
Prong.
A pointed projecting part, typically one of two or more, on a fork or other implement. A projecting pointed part of an antler equals branched structure that grows from the head of most male deer and some female deer.
Examples:
Prong hook. The prong on the electrical outlet. The fork had a sharp prong for skewering meat.
Fin.
A thin flat part on the body of a fish or other aquatic animal used for propulsion or balance.
Examples:
Back fin. A fin of a plane. The shark's powerful fins allowed it to swim at high speeds.
Snail.
A slow-moving mollusk with a spiral shell that it uses to protect its body.
Examples:
Snail mail. Snail pace. The gardener found a snail slowly making its way through the lettuce patch.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Descendant.
Children or offspring of a specific person, plant, or animal.
Examples:
Descendant of a pioneer. Third generation descendant. Those warriors' descendants are still skilled archers.
Branch.
A division of a tree or woody shrub that grows out from the trunk or a main stem, a division of some larger or more complex organization.
Examples:
Branch office. A branch pipe. The branch of the tree had fallen and blocked the road.
Plankton.
Tiny forms of plant and animal life that live in water or air on which other animals feed.
Examples:
Plankton blooms. Plankton community. Plankton is generally the foundation of the ocean food chain.
Sprout.
To grow or develop new parts, typically leaves or shoots, from a plant, to emerge, develop, or arise gradually or suddenly.
Examples:
Sprout seeds. Sprout wings. The flowers in the garden began to sprout after the first rain of the season.
Flip.
To turn over into a different position quickly, to throw or toss with a light motion.
Examples:
Flip over the pork chop. Flip a coin. He flipped when he heard that he had been accepted into the university.
Massive.
Enormous amount, very heavy and solid.
Examples:
Massive amounts. Massive stars. The recent economic downturn has resulted in massive layoffs.
Spore.
A reproductive cell that is capable of developing into a new individual without fertilization, especially one produced by certain bacteria, fungi, and algae.
Examples:
Anthrax spore. Spore reproduction. Bacteria and some algae also produce spores as a means of survival and dispersal, and they are often found in soil, water, and other environments.
Weird.
Extraordinary, unexpected, or difficult to explain.
Examples:
A weird dress. The state of being weird. My computer has been acting weird recently.
Lily.
A flowering plant with large, showy, trumpet-shaped flowers, typically symbolizing purity, innocence, and beauty.
Examples:
Lily perfume. Water lily. The beautiful lily garden in the park was a sight to behold.
Shark.
A long-bodied, mostly predatory marine fish that has sharp teeth and a pointed fin on its back, a person who is ruthless, greedy, and dishonest.
Examples:
A man-eating shark. Card shark. He borrowed money from a loan shark.
Buzz.
To make a continuous, low-humming sound such as the one bee makes, an exciting and active atmosphere.
Examples:
The buzz of a cicada. Buzz marketing. I heard the buzz of conversation from the next room.
Crush.
To press it firmly, usually with your hands or a tool, so that it becomes flat or smaller.
Examples:
Crush coffee beans. Crush a revolt. The car was completely crushed in the accident.
Bony.
Characterized by a prominent, visible bone structure, lacking flesh or muscle, thin, scrawny.
Examples:
Bony fingers. Bony structure. She complained of a bony lump on her ankle that made walking difficult.
Angelfish.
A tropical freshwater or saltwater fish with a flattened, disc-shaped body, a rounded head, and elongated fins, typically brightly colored and often kept as a pet in aquariums.
Examples:
Angelfish aquarium. Freshwater angelfish. The colors of the angelfish in the aquarium were stunningly beautiful.
Millipede.
A long, segmented, many-legged arthropod with 2 pairs of legs per body segment, a slow-moving, herbivorous, or omnivorous invertebrate found in many habitats around the world.
Examples:
Millipede infestation. Garden millipede. The children marveled at the long line of millipedes marching across the forest floor.
Giant.
Extremely big, much bigger or more important than similar items usually are.
Examples:
Giant trees. Giant tech company. The giant jets that gradually dominate the world's airlines.
Dragon.
A mythical monster, typically depicted as a giant reptile with wings, claws, and a fiery breath, often portrayed as being fierce and dangerous.
Examples:
Dragon fruit. Dragon wing. In Chinese mythology, dragons are considered powerful and benevolent creatures.
Supercontinent.
A large landmass that is formed by the collision and merging of several smaller continents, and which then eventually breaks apart again due to tectonic forces.
Examples:
Supercontinent cycle. Supercontinent formation. Through a process known as plate tectonics, supercontinents have formed and broken apart multiple times over Earth's history.
Coal.
A combustible black or brownish-black sedimentary rock that is found below the ground and burnt to produce heat.
Examples:
A coal-fired ship. Construction of new coal plants. We combust coal and other fossil fuels to generate electricity.
Vertebrate.
Relating to animals that have a backbone or spinal column, such as mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, and fish.
Examples:
The muscle tissue of a vertebrate. Vertebrate biology. The presence of a backbone is a defining characteristic of vertebrate animals.
Permanent.
Lasting for a long time without essential change.
Examples:
Literature of permanent value. Permanent life insurance. She is searching for a permanent residence.
Basis.
The most important facts, ideas, or events from which something is developed, the way how things are organized or arranged.
Examples:
On an equal basis. Basis for calculation. This evidence will form the basis for our discussion.
Alligator.
A large semi-aquatic reptile with a long tail, powerful jaws, and rough skin, native to the Americas and China.
Examples:
Alligator habitat. Alligator watch strap. Alligator skin is used to make purses, boots, and other luxury goods.
Amphibian.
A cold-blooded animal that can live both on land and in water.
Examples:
Amphibian species. Amphibian habitat. Scientists are concerned about the rapid decline in amphibian populations around the world.
Saber.
A type of sword with a curved blade, typically used in cavalry or fencing.
Examples:
Saber fencing. Ceremonial saber. The military commander drew his saber and shouted orders to the troops.
Mammal.
Any animal of which the female gives birth to live young, not eggs, and feeds her young on milk from her own body.
Examples:
A primitive mammal. A sort of mammal. Marine mammal populations are declining worldwide due to ocean pollution.
Volcano.
A mountain or hill, typically conical, having a crater or vent through which lava, rock fragments, hot vapor, and gas are or have been erupted from the Earth's crust.
Examples:
Volcano alert level. Active volcano. The island was formed by a volcano millions of years ago.
Erupt.
Of a volcano, to become active and eject rocks, smoke, etc., to start abruptly and violently.
Examples:
Erupt in anger. Erupt into tears. Battles between whites and blacks erupted immediately.
Tusk.
A long, pointed tooth, usually found in animals such as elephants, walruses, or wild boars, which protrudes from the mouth and is used as a weapon or for digging.
Examples:
Tusk of an elephant. Tusk-like tooth. The ivory poacher was arrested for possession of illegal tusks.
Survive.
To live or exist despite a dangerous event or period.
Examples:
Survive a blizzard. Survive a plane crash. These birds can only survive in temperate climates.
Thrive.
To grow vigorously, to make steady progress.
Examples:
Thrive in a society. Thrive on pressure. Without investment, a business cannot thrive.
Gallop.
Of a horse, to run very quickly so that all 4 feet come off the ground together, to proceed very quickly.
Examples:
Gallop a horse. Gallop off at top speed. The horse galloped across the field at a fast pace.
Crocodile.
A large, carnivorous reptile with powerful jaws and a long, scaly body, native to tropical regions and often found in rivers and freshwater habitats.
Examples:
Crocodile hide. Saltwater crocodile. The crocodile attack left the villagers in a state of shock and fear.
Marine.
Relating to the sea and the creatures and plants that live there.
Examples:
Marine insurance. Variety of marine life. Seals and whales are marine animals beloved by the people.
Reptile.
A cold-blooded animal that has dry, scaly skin and lays eggs on land, such as snakes, lizards, and turtles.
Examples:
Reptile exhibition. Fossil reptile. Alligators are a type of reptile that live in swamps and rivers.
Raft.
A flat structure, usually made of logs or planks, that can be used for transport or as a platform for swimmer.
Examples:
A raft for carrying horses. A life raft. The rubber raft was swept out to sea.
Urchin.
A poor and mischievous young child, usually living on the street or in a disadvantaged community, a small, spiny marine animal with a round body and long, pointed spines.
Examples:
Urchin child. Street urchin. The young boy was an urchin wandering the streets without a home.
Squid.
A sea creature with a long and soft body, large eyes, 8 arms, and 2 tentacles, equals long parts like arms, and that is sometimes used for food.
Examples:
A squid's tentacle. Squid ink spaghetti. The giant squid weighed over 50 kilograms.
Ammonite.
Also ammonoid, a type of prehistoric marine animal that lived during the Jurassic and Cretaceous periods, characterized by their spiral shape and intricate chambered shells, which are often preserved as fossils.
Examples:
Ammonite shell. Ancient ammonite. A group of paleontologists discovered an ammonite fossil on their latest dig.
Split.
To divide, or to make something divide into two or more parts, especially along a particular line.
Examples:
Split a bill. Split a reward equally. Companies often split their shares to lower the stock price and encourage investors to buy.
Lava.
Molten rock that has been extruded from a volcano and solidified, a highly fluid, highly heated substance or material.
Examples:
Lava flow. Molten lava. The volcano's eruption caused a lava river to flow down the mountainside.
Spew.
To eject forcefully and abundantly, to flow out rapidly and in large amounts.
Examples:
Spew carbon dioxide. Spew insults. The volcano started to spew lava and ash, causing panic among residents.
Toxic.
Of or relating to or caused by a poison, poisonous.
Examples:
Toxic molecule. Exposure to toxic chemicals. This chemical compound is 1,000-fold more toxic.
Atmosphere.
The mass of air that surrounds the earth, the pervading tone or mood of a place, situation, or creative work.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. A convivial atmosphere. The spaceship began to burn up as it approached the Earth's atmosphere.
Whale.
A very large sea mammal that has a streamlined body and breathes through a blowhole on the head. A very large person, impressive in size or qualities.
Examples:
A bull whale. Whale watching. Some countries have a culture of eating the flesh of a whale.
Mob.
A large and disorderly crowd of people, a large horde of animals.
Examples:
Mob psychology. Mob violence. The excited mob was getting out of control at the concert.
Gigantic.
Extremely large.
Examples:
Gigantic proportions. Gigantic monsters. He was so hungry from the long journey that he had a gigantic appetite.
Algae.
A simple plant that grows in or near water and lacks typical leaves and roots.
Examples:
Algae biofuel. Blue algae. Algae has jammed the inlet to the water turbine.
Stingray.
A marine fish with a flattened diamond-shaped body, a long tail bearing venomous spines, and large pectoral fins that are used for swimming.
Examples:
Stingray habitat. Blue-spotted stingray. The tour guide warned us not to step on a hidden stingray in the shallow water.
Smashing.
Very successful or impressive, causing something to be broken or destroyed.
Examples:
A smashing blow. Give smashing results. The band's new album was a smashing success, reaching the top of the charts.
Shell.
Hard outer covering or case of eggs, nuts, some seeds, and some animals.
Examples:
An egg shell. A mollusk shell. The outermost electron shell determines the chemical properties of an atom.
Predator.
An animal whose natural behavior is to prey on others.
Examples:
Apex predator. Sexual predators. The native South American animals were in danger because of the predator's arrival.
Prey.
The object of a hunt, an animal hunted or trapped for eating.
Examples:
Prey of beast. Become prey to terrorists. The majority of snakes swallow their prey whole.
Biodiversity.
The number and variety of plants and animals that exist in a particular area or the world and make a balanced environment.
Examples:
Biodiversity conservation. Loss of biodiversity. The country was instrumental in promoting the Biodiversity Treaty.
Pollinate.
To transfer pollen from the male part of a flower to the female part, thereby fertilizing the plant and allowing it to produce fruit or seeds, to spread or disseminate an idea or influence to others.
Examples:
Pollinate plants. Pollinate fruit trees. Without bees to pollinate the flowers, many crops would not exist.
Ecology.
The study of the relationships between living organisms, including humans, and their physical environment.
Examples:
Science of ecology. The ecology of the island. Many companies are now enthusiastically embracing the knowledge of ecology for sustainable development.
Revolution.
A large-scale attempt to overthrow the government of a country, often using violence or war.
Examples:
Beginning of the Industrial Revolution. A political revolution. The revolution by the citizen resulted in a redistribution of wealth.
Asteroid.
A small rocky body orbiting the Sun, typically in the region between Mars and Jupiter.
Examples:
Asteroid mining. Asteroid explorer. Scientists are studying the composition and origins of the asteroid belt to understand the early solar system better.
Trigger.
To make something happen suddenly, to cause something such as a device, machine, etc., to function.
Examples:
Trigger a biochemical response. Trigger inflation. The incident triggered a political controversy.
Ash.
The powdery residue left after the burning of a substance, typically containing minerals and other impurities. The solid remains of a dead person after cremation.
Examples:
Ash tree, soda ash. The volcanic ash covered the island after the eruption.
Extreme.
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples:
Extreme sports. Extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
Palm.
The inner surface of the hand from the wrist to the base of the fingers. Any plant of the family Palmae having an unbranched trunk crowned by large pinnate or palmate leaves.
Examples:
The palm side of the forearm. Coconut palm trees. This high-performance camera is compact enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Arctic.
Of or relating to the region around the North Pole or the Arctic Ocean, very cold.
Examples:
Arctic ice. High Arctic. Cold temperatures and long, dark winters characterize the Arctic climate.
Predatory.
Living by eating other animals, especially by catching prey that is still alive.
Examples:
A predatory bird. Predatory warfare. The domesticated cat still has its predatory instincts.
Frolic.
To play and move around happily and energetically.
Examples:
Frolic underwater. Frolic with friends. Children frolicked in the park on a sunny day.
Otter.
A semi-aquatic mammal with a sleek, streamlined body, short legs, webbed feet, and dense, soft fur, found in and around freshwater and coastal areas.
Examples:
Otter in the river. Sea otter fur. The playful otter swam around the river, diving in and out of the water.
Hyena.
A carnivorous mammal with a distinctive laugh-like vocalization, known for scavenging and hunting in packs.
Examples:
Hyena den. Spotted hyena. The hyena's powerful jaws and teeth enable it to crush bones and devour its prey.
Carnivore.
An animal that primarily eats meat as opposed to plant matter.
Examples:
Carnivore diet. Hungry carnivore. A lion is a typical carnivore, as they mainly eat meat.
Chase.
To pursue something or someone to catch or capture them. To go after something vigorously or with determination. Noun, a pursuit or a hunt, a narrow groove or channel cut into a surface, often used for decorative purposes.
Examples:
Chase a dream. wild goose chase. The police officer chased the suspect through the crowded streets until they finally caught him.
Rhinoceros.
Also rhino, a large, thick-skinned mammal with one or two horns on the nose, typically found in Africa and Asia.
Examples:
Rhinoceros habitat. White rhinoceros. The baby rhinoceros at the wildlife sanctuary was recently born and is very cute.
Polar.
Relating to, or close to, the North or South Pole, characterized by complete opposites.
Examples:
Polar bears. Polar regions. Polar animals are graceful and efficient swimmers.
Rodent.
A small, gnawing mammal, such as a mouse, rat, or squirrel, that has sharp incisors and typically has a long, thin tail.
Examples:
Rodent repellent. Prevent rodent damage. He set up a trap to catch the rodent.
Ape.
A large animal with long arms, no tail, and usually a lot of body hair, including gorillas, chimpanzees, orangutans, and gibbons.
Examples:
Jungle ape. Play the ape. The scientist studied the behavior of apes in the wild.
Savanna.
A mixed forest and grassland ecosystem where the trees are far enough apart that the canopy doesn't close.
Examples:
Savanna region. Tropical savanna. The birds live in tropical forests, savannas, and arid semi-desert environments.
Salmon.
A type of fish that is commonly found in the North Atlantic and North Pacific Oceans.
Examples:
Salmon fishery. Salmon migration. Grilled salmon is a popular dish at summer barbecues.
Mention.
To speak or write about something or someone briefly.
Examples:
Mention name. Mention in a report. I mentioned to him that I had seen his sister at the grocery store earlier that day.
Intersection.
A point where two or more roads, lines, etc., cross each other.
Examples:
Busy intersection. The intersection of coordinate axes. Take a right turn at the next intersection.
Scan.
To examine something hastily, with the eyes or with a machine, to get information.
Examples:
Scan the face of a man. Scan a document into PDF. She stood on the podium and scanned an audience.
Isotope.
A variation of an element that has the same number of protons in its nucleus, but a different number of neutrons, resulting in a different atomic mass and often different physical or chemical properties.
Examples:
Radioactive isotope. Stable isotope. The isotope carbon-14 is commonly used in radiocarbon dating of fossils.
Genome.
The complete set or sequence of genes of a human, animal, plant, or other living things.
Examples:
Sequencing of the human genome. Genome analyses. The human genome contains approximately 3 billion chemical base pairs.
Mathematics.
The science dealing with the logic of quantities, shapes, spaces, and arrangement.
Examples:
A good grounding in mathematics. Mathematics competition. He has a flair for mathematics.
Simulate.
To make a pretense of someone's behavior or looks, to reproduce something that exists in real life using computers, models, etc., usually for study or training purposes.
Examples:
Simulate climate change. Simulate a future scenario. He had painted the wood to simulate stone.
Analytics.
The systematic computational analysis of data or statistics, information resulting from this analysis.
Examples:
Major in analytics. Analytics tools. Advanced analytics is helping the business to make better data-driven decisions.
Maximum.
The largest or greatest amount or value attainable or attained.
Examples:
Maximum limit. The maximum speed. The maximum temperature recorded this summer was higher than average.
Evolution.
A gradual process of transformation of living things.
Examples:
Human evolution. Evolution theory. They study the evolution of the universe.
Prediction.
The act of predicting the future by reasoning, a statement made about the future.
Examples:
Make my predictions. Gloomy predictions. These results muddied the prediction.